What up, Bandidos? Let's jump into some Division 2 action.
Searching for you in the park, shady murdered from another person. He just hit his mark, he met his quota for the month. They found the coda all rolled up inside a bag. He probably dragged the body for about a block.
Here we go, here we go. What up, everybody? Happy Saturday. So I kind of had this itch to work on a, it's gonna sound weird, but a tip of spear build. You know why it sounds weird, right? Because they adjusted tip of spear, I don't know, was that last season or the season before? They did some weird things to it. We'll go through that. It's not really that important. It didn't really affect our sniper builds too much. And I want to do something there, not necessarily for a sniper, but a headshot build. And I'm thinking like, I don't know yet. But I feel like I just kind of have this itch for tip of spear. I feel like there's something there that we can build to have fun with. You know, some sort of XP farm build kind of thing. And then we'll see how long it lasts. We'll see. But I'm kind of thinking pistols, using like basically the TAC 50 to pistol transition is what I'm thinking. And then we'll see if it's any good, any fun. And then otherwise, I was also kind of thinking about doing another version of the team wingman build. Another wingman build. I got a couple of builds I got to publish this week, so it's sort of going to be a busy week. So tomorrow, I'll try to get on it so we have a new build on Monday morning. I do have a build, I have a video coming out in the morning. So brace yourself, okay? Because it's a little bit of real talk here. We're kind of going after some of these issues with the devs. Bigger topic. So we're not going to be focused too much on the bugs or the seasonal characters, but just bigger topics. Nothing that you haven't heard, nothing new that you haven't heard from me if you've been following my channel along the way here. And if you show up regularly to these streams, we talk about some of this stuff. But there's a lot of people that don't show up to the streams. And so I would just kind of want to get my thoughts out to these people. Things like why I'm not spending money on the Division 2, kind of where my position is with the devs, like what I'm willing to put up with and kind of what I'm not willing to put up with. But what I mean by brace yourself is like, don't panic when I talk negative about the Division 2. It comes from a place of I love this game and I want to see it thrive. And so it's a tough love talk. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean I'm not going to cover the Division 2, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to support the community, but we just got it. We got to say what's real, and somebody's got to speak up for the community, and we got to get this stuff out to the devs, and maybe they never hear it. But, you know, when enough of us are rocking the boat, we can make change. And we've seen that from time to time. It is rare with these devs. But in other words, even if we can't impact the developers, at least we can get the community in the right frame of mind when it comes to expectations with these developers. You know, for example, I mean, seasonal characters, they're coming, man. You know, there's nothing we can do about it. They're coming. That shit's hard coded. That's 13 weeks away. We can gripe all we want, man. I mean, if we can't change year 6 season 1 gear, we're not changing the seasonal characters. You know what I mean? That's like a financial model. Anyways, but it's not all bad news, but the devs really just got to pick up the communication. It's just really unacceptable right now, you know? And so anyways, I got this video coming out tomorrow. I don't want you to panic or anything like that. It's just real talk. I'm going to be here until the very end of days, Division 3. You know what I mean? So I look forward to covering the seasonal characters, and I'm going to spend a lot of time with those seasonal characters. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about those seasonal characters. Good, bad, whatever. You know what I mean? So, but I just want to make sure I'm not sugarcoating things too much, and I just want to make sure I set up realities and expectations, and, you know, and all that kind of fun stuff. So I just want to kind of brace you for that, if you don't mind. Okay, let's see here. I think we got some pieces over here. Yeah, you know, the Discord is kind of its own thing. You know, it's its own animal. It's a panel. You know, there's a bunch of mods in there, and they sort of moderate each other. You know what I mean? I don't really need to get involved with Discord stuff. It's beyond me, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I mean, if situations are dire, they'll pull me in to get my thoughts, but it's beyond, that community is beyond me, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? That it is very much community driven, and the mods are not people that are placed. They're people that have represented the community and have earned that spot. But they're human. You know what I mean? People are human, and so they have feelings and perspectives and whatever. But oh, nothing's happened, Fahrenberg. We're coping with the bugs. You know what I mean? Like when you log in and you don't have audio, and you're playing the game still, that's coping, man. You know what I mean? But nothing's happened. I've just been wanting to get this video out tomorrow, and that's part of what I was just kind of going through. I wanted to get it out last week and stuff like that about, you know, why I'm not spending money on the game. And that's a big deal for me, because I've pumped money into this game since the beginning of time, since seasons were launched. You know, I have I haven't bought every outfit, but if I like it, I buy it, you know? So I got the Keener, I got the Kajika, I got the Theo. I mean, the recruiter outfit was hell of expensive. What was it, like 30 bucks? It was crazy expensive, right? Kelsos, you know, so if I like it, I buy it, you know, good stuff. The only one I didn't buy there was Dragoffs. And partly because I didn't realize it was going to be time sensitive, really. Otherwise, I would have bought it. Just to own it, because it wasn't my favorite, but it was cool enough to own, I guess. But so it's a big deal for me not to buy the season pass, you know, which I haven't done. And at first I was just delaying because I just had to update my stuff, or I didn't want to buy it during stream. But and then I kind of started as time went on, and the bugs persisted in season 1, right? Like, remember, it launched with bugs. We didn't have XP, and then we didn't get any talk. And then they did that whole, I'm gonna fix the crafting bench because we have the resources to do that, but nothing else. And then 21.1 launches even more bugs. It was just like, oh my God, I'm not gonna. And then it's not really the bugs that are bothering me. You know, shit happens. We're sort of used to it in this game. We're like, oh, just another Division 2 update. Welcome to the Division 2. But what bothers me is the silence. I mean, do you guys go on to the Trello board, the known issues board? It is the things that are on that are way back when. You know, it's like, why does that board even exist? I mean, isn't that Daria's job? What does she do? I don't want to pick on one particular person, you know what I mean? But like, I don't understand Daria's role because I mean, at the very least, she could sit down with the developer team and say, give me all the bugs that we know about, you know, there's some sort of ticket system, right? Let's get it out there. Let's get it on the board so that they know we're working on it. It's not that hard. It isn't that hard. That's the crazy thing. And that's why I'm giving tough love to the devs right now. And that's why this video is coming out tomorrow. Because it's like, devs, it is so easy to fix, man. Just put out a statement. It is so that easy, you know, to calm the waters. It's sad, you know? And the fact that they don't do it is like, you don't have time to put out a tweet. I mean, these other developers and other games, they're super busy too, man. They got small and big teams. We got indie developers out there too, and they got time to put out a tweet, you know, saying, hey, we know there's bugs, we're on it. You know, you might not hear from us. You know what I mean? For a couple of days, but trust us, we're working on it. I mean, it's just that fucking easy. And the fact that we don't get that stuff is just flat out rude, man. And I'm not saying this now. You know what I mean? This is an issue that's plagued the game from the very beginning. Sorry, I'm making room so we can make our builds. This issue has been going on for so long. I mean, that's what I'm sick of, you know? I'm sick of the devs' silence. I'm not sick of the bugs. You know, I love the game enough to, you know, it's just like, oh, hurry up. I hope they hurry up and get that patch out. This sucks. But the fact that we don't know if we're going to get a patch on Tuesday, you know, it makes us feel like these issues could be going on indefinitely, right? Because they don't get patches out very quickly, right? We understand why, but it doesn't change the fact. And so it's just like, well, you know, what ends up happening is people's doubts will get them to start investing time in other games and people quitting games and not downloading the games. But if they had hope, that might not happen. If they had real talks, that might not happen. You know what I mean? If somebody said, hey, don't worry, we're working on it, just give us a couple of days, people might not abandon the game. Maybe some people might just be over it. And so, you know, you're gonna have loss. It is what it is, right? So I'm not gonna pretend it's not, you know. And if people are ready to go, I mean, I get it. You know, but there is an easy loss prevention. You know what I mean? And that is what it is. But so what can we do from the community standpoint? Well, at the very least, you know, I think we could just set up people's expectations. You know, I mean, and take a position, you know, and just say, hey, it's just not acceptable to leave the community in the dark when we know it's so easy to put out a tweet. Even if, hey, we don't know what's bothering it. Even if it's like question marks, you know what I mean? That's okay. Just let us know that you hear us, you know? Or that you are aware that we exist. But it's frustrating when we get, I mean, it's always kind of been my little hot button, right? So like, you know, when they launched and we got that stupid shotgun and the Acosta's knee pads and breaking point and nothing changed from the PTS, it's just like, that's irritating, man. Like, it's like, fuck. I mean, I'll accept shitty gear from time to time, but just to ignore that is just like, oh man, you know. Yeah, you're right, Fahrenberg. For a long time, I thought it was a Ubisoft thing, but it is not. It's a massive studio thing. I don't know. Is any Swedish people here in the community? I mean, is it a Scandinavian culture thing? It might be that. I don't know. You know? So, it might be, right? Okay, so let's start working on this build. Anyways, that video is coming out in the morning. I just kind of want to brace yourself for that. I would love to hear your thoughts. It's a long one. It's like 25 minutes. It's broken down into, it's not just me rambling and it's not just me ranting. It's not a rant video, you know. It's more constructive than that. And I think I'm hoping my outcome is that I'm hoping that people take a position on the communication thing And then the second thing is the outcome is just to brace for reality here. You know what I mean? So like if you love this game and you're hoping to be in it for the long haul, then this is what we know from the developers in the past, right? That it's come what may. We didn't ask for the Descent game mode. We got it. Countdown, Summit. What's the one that nobody does in the North? I forget the name of it. Kenley College, right? Like just Ghost Town USA stuff, right? And so that's what we're going to get from the seasonal characters. It's coming. You know what I mean? And so from here, it's just like we could do is hope for the best. But the part that's scary is that they do things without, I mean, how many of us feel that they don't understand the community? That's the scary part, right? That they do this stuff from a place of, you know, this is a really good exotic shotgun. What is that thing called? I always forget the name. Overlord, right? They thought this was a good idea. Okay? They thought this was a good idea. And so just tie that to the seasonal characters. Seasonal characters could come out to be fucking awesome if maybe we were able to give some sort of input on it, maybe. The community, right? Maybe. I'm not like super excited about it, but it could be awesome. It could be. You know, I'm ready for something new. But the guys that are developing this are the same ones that said the Overlord was a good idea. That's my point. You know, and why did they think Overlord was a good idea? Because they ignored our feedback. They ignored it, right? They're still ignoring it. Okay? These are the same ones that put out a end of season recap saying the Mosquito, they were basically saying it. Okay, they said it differently, but they were basically saying the Mosquito was the most loved exotic by the Division 2 last season. Okay? Now, they said it in a stat by saying it was the most used, but we know what they were fucking doing, right? I mean, come on, right? Come on. If you're going to throw, what are you saying with that stat? You're saying the community loved our exotic. That's what you're saying when you put out that stat. But a real person that knew this community would never publish that fucking stat because they know that it is a disconnected stat from the sentiment of the community. You know? So people that read that stat are probably out there going like, fuck, I better go run the Mosquito. I'm new to this game. I'm brand new to this game. And I saw this tweet from the Division 2 saying that everybody's running the Mosquito. And then he's disappointed because when he runs it, he says, I don't get it. Either do the devs. The devs don't get it, right? And so if you publish that stat, that just tells me that you're either completely blind to how the community really feels. Well, that's all it tells me. Or you're lying, right? But I don't think they're lying. I think they're completely blind because somebody who had their pulse on the community would be like, yeah, so the stat says that, but let me tell you, nobody likes that gun, so it must be something else. Maybe they were, you know, we don't know how they were pulling that stat. Maybe it had something to do with the expertise system, right? That was most people's speculation on that. But the point is, it's just like, but the point is like, you have to analyze your stats and there's nobody analyzing that stat. It gets published that way. It just like makes them look like idiots. So my point is, these are the same people that published Overlord and thought it was a good idea. These are the same people that think we love the Mosquito. So, and they're in charge of the season's character that's already baked in, by the way. It's 13 weeks away. So, you know, there's no way that they're just now working on it and there's time for our feedback. Yeah. So that's the scariest part about it. It's not that we're getting seasonal characters. It's just that who's in charge of the seasonal character development. That's the part that gets scary. I gotta... Okay, so let's try D&H. I don't know if we need D&H. Let's run the Memento just for now to get started. And then let's run... Palisades. That's the word I'm looking for. Palisades, and then let's go a full armor, okay? And so I want to create a pistol XP build. So basically leveraging... Oh, I might run Tech 50. Is that... Yeah, we're going to need a Tech 50. What am I thinking? Can't run that. Sharpshooter. Because obviously we can have special ammo. right? So let's run this. And then let's activate that. Yeah, seasonal characters have a bug. Oh man, I don't know. Well, yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Like, that's a big part of tomorrow's discussion. Is just like, hey, man, they said, hey, longer seasons, guys. We're sorry the seasons are longer, but you know that's gonna help us produce stronger content. So you should be happy, right? Stronger meaning be bug free, and we still haven't seen that, right? Have we seen a clean release yet? Since the seasons were extended? Have we gotten one clean release? Maybe one, right? Maybe one. And then they were like, hey, we're going to push out the DLC so we can do Project Resolve. But trust me, you're going to be happy because you're going to come out with a clean season. Or cleaner drops, I should say. We've yet to see that. Okay, so I think we got everything. So let's go see if our D50 build can now be good. Okay. Is my pistol gonna have audio? Inquiring minds want to know. So Tip of Spear gives you now a stronger signature weapon, a little bit more weapon damage too. And then, which is going to help for our pistol. And then getting signature weapon kills gives 15% signature weapon damage. We don't really care about that. But automatically regenerate ammo. And so I got protection from elites everywhere. And so the question is, will we have enough damage to our pistol transferring from the Tip of Spear? And then how many kills do we need off of that TAC 50? Because it works differently now. It used to work on hit. Now it works on kill. So we might have to put out 2 shots. We'll see. Especially because I have all this armor, which I'm okay with. So putting out 2 shots to get started isn't a big deal. And then we earn determined with our pistol, and away we go. And then we'll see how this flows with ammo hoarders, because that's part of what I want to address. It's a good pistol build. Okay, so let's pick on this elite guy and see what happens to him. I have a feeling we're not going to crush his head. Yeah, we're not. Okay. So let's get this purple guy and see what happens. Okay, we do have enough for a purple. Okay, that's good. Then pistol this way. So not enough to kill him. Okay. So let's see how many trophies it takes. I feel like a lot. Oh, fucking turret's annoying. Really? Come on. The grenade wasn't anywhere close to me. So I might have to get rid of the palisades. It has armor on kill and just lean on the bonus armor on kill, because that'll allow me to run the D&H chest piece, which is pretty darn strong. But I want to see what happens once we get our trophies, so we'll see. That bonus armor, huh? We could also take off some of our protection from elites. And just lean into the bonus armor. That will also help. Let's swap over to our attack and see what happens. If I can find a target. Okay, I don't want her. I want an elite. Take that out. Give me a fucking elite. One. Okay. Get me off of this. 6.6 there. I mean, he was obviously almost dead. I'll let you live, lady. Yeah, so 7 million. We need more damage. Okay, let's leave the boss alive and then let's change some stuff. Oh, you're still here? Okay, so the first thing I can do is try to run my D&H chest. Hopefully I have it here. Feel like I don't. How do I not have my D&H chest here? Okay, we can also do Walker. Find that. There it is. That one. And I'm gonna put on headshot damage. Fucking bullet punch. 14 million right there. Oops, not that one. Still not enough. I think we need that D&H. Where's my headshot damage at? We're at 230. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong one. Stats 180, so we're over the threshold. Okay, let's go look for our D&H. Yeah, I use the Fahrenberg. I do have a D50 build that I use with Hunter's Fury. Works really well, but when you go outside of Hunter Fury's distance, you know, it's Apex Predator thing, and you get this inconsistency thing sometimes. It's not the end of the world. You just have to deal with it. It's pretty good though. It works pretty good that way. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and run all headshot damage. And so I'm going to take off the protection from elites just for now, and then we'll work our way to max damage. if we can. D&H usually covers it because it's a big buff, right? That's 20% pistol damage. We got one red core. I actually want a blue D&H, and can you believe I've never gotten it? And then I like the memento with this. It's really about bonus armor. So I'm right there. It's 50% bonus armor. And that's enough survivability. You just pick up one trophy, you're good to go.
Hostile control point nearby.
Yeah, I think the change they did it was for something to do with one-shotting raid bosses. Something like that, which is pretty dumb of a reason. Change anything? It's like you guys again disconnected because you know how many people raid in this game? Not that many. So 9.3, that's a lot better. That's without trophies. So we're there. So now we just got to see where our transfer is. Okay, so probably it's only going to take a couple of trophies to get our TAC 50 to do its thing. But the question now is, you know, can we kill an elite with one shot right after we earn our headhunter? Really? Fuck you. I mean, how does he have Ragers? He was very far away. Okay.
Serious trauma detected.
So I need an elite kill here. Let me let my headhunter expire before I get that kill. I'm sure it'll land on me too. So I need to get an elite kill. There we go. Come on, dude. Really? God. Just running back and forth. You can do it again? So 9.6, which is a weird number, by the way. The fact that we killed him at 9.6 is weird. He died at 9.6. He didn't have any damage on him, I can tell. Okay, so now we need another elite. Which we don't have. Of course we don't. Oh, there's one over there. Let's see if we can kill her now. Let's let our Ragers go out. Well, let's take it. Yeah, we still don't have enough. Okay. We're at half trophies and we still don't have enough there. It's weird. I used to be able to do that. I mean, with the rifle, it's not going to be a problem, but I want to do it with the pistol. Yeah, we hit it with the rifle at 11 million right out of the gate, so that's good. The rifle's got it. course you fucking slug him in the face as I'm punching you in the head with fucking bullets. Kind of bullet. Kind of bullshit, right? When you're like fucking slugging her in the face with D50 rounds and then she melees you. It's just like, oh god. But I can't go prone. See right there, so we're at 8.5. We need that to be a million higher, which is a lot. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. I mean, the obvious solution is to take off the armor, but that's the point of the build, is the armor. The armor plus the memento. Because we need our shield without it being a real shield, because a real shield will make us really slow, and that defeats the purpose. And the D50 is strong, so... God damn you. Okay, let's see what we got ahead of us here. So we got all our mods transferred. Yeah, I just did one with the Busy Bee. What was that? It was the shotgun. Shotgun build. The Thorn. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is throw on the ninja. Which sucks because we lose our bonus armor, but it is what it is. And then we're gonna run the walker chest to get us damage to armor. There. Why do I have these junk mods in here? It's annoying me. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the Dodge City holster because it's so inconsistent. It's weird that I'm one-shot killing enemies with 9.7 million. We're talking about elites. There might be something weird or broken with concussion. So we're not supposed to kill elites with 9.7 million. But I'm not seeing them die from concussion. It's counting it as a headshot kill. So the TAC 50's got a concussion thing. You can kill enemies with it, but it doesn't count as a headshot, so you don't actually like it. Please, with enough with the fucking foam. What up, Caster Troy? You know, I was just I was watching this thing. Just one thing. I forget the guy's name. He's a YouTuber guy. Just talks about interesting stuff, really. But one of the things that came up was Helen of Troy. And, you know, there's this weird mythology about her, you know, being hatched from an egg. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but it's old mythology stuff, right? But what's weird is that, like, or what was new for me was I learned that she had 2 brothers. And one of them was named Castor, and the other one's name was Pollux. Which what was interesting about that to me is that's the same names as the characters from Face Off. One brother being Castor Troy, and the other one was Pollux Troy. The bad guys. And so they were named after the brothers of Helen of Troy, which was... I don't wonder what the meaning was behind that, I guess. I guess let's kill these rogues. Yeah, so I don't know if this... I don't think I'm going to like this pistol build. I mean, I can get it to work, but the whole point of it is to run full armor. Because if not, then I have better builds. You can run it with the rifle. But again, I have better builds. The Hunter's Fury is better with the rifle, even if you're not using Apex Predator, because you get the easy armor on kill. And I can build armor on kill with the rifle, but it wouldn't be as good as the armor on kill coming from Hunter's Fury. So I just wouldn't have much value from it, even though I could get it to work. And it used to be one of my favorite builds. You know which weapon we did have it work with, now that I'm remembering, was the Regulus. So we could do that. The Regulus has got a higher base damage. I think that's why we, now that I remember, it was the Regulus, probably not the D50 that I was using. Let's try that before. I don't make Regulus builds very often, but it might be about time. Okay, let's do that, because that is cool. Let me get my gear, and then we'll do this blow things up thing. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know anything about... I didn't even know she had a brother, so I didn't know any significance. I mean, I don't know what their significance is, I guess I should say. You know? Did they have any interesting accomplishments? Were they good? Were they evil? I don't know. Easy one-shot kill to the body, you know? Harder to miss. But you can still miss. I mean, you know how many body shots I missed with my one-shot kill build? This game is sort of dumb that way, and I wish they'd fix it. You know, but I see my bullet go right through the body, and, you know, the argument is, well, you know, it's not based on what you see. It's based on what the game detected during its scan system. You know, it's just like, yeah, but I pulled the trigger when I was at center mass and my visual saw it go through him at center mass. It's just like, we're just supposed to take the game's word for it. I don't like that plan, because this game has got all sorts of bugs and glitches. How do we know it's not a bug? You know? We don't. Okay, let's see what we can do here. So we got to get our headshot kill. Oh, let's get this out. God damn it. I hate these foamers. Sure, that grenade will hit, by the way. Yep. Like right there, that last headshot was on. But because I was taking damage, the body flinch said, nope, we're going to cancel that shot and count it as a miss. Technically, the second to last shot I'm talking about. And even though it was on, so that's the body flinch mechanic. Says even though you're on, scan wise and visually, because you were taking damage, we're going to count it as a miss. That's punishing. Punishing.
Reinforcements in place.
chest this time. Okay, so we need a little bit of trophy here. Why does he climb up there? You're a bummer. Yeah, so just one trophy gets you that. Well, I mean, I might have had a crit earlier. Either way, pretty easy to one shot with this gun. It's the base damage is higher on it, and then I also have expertise, but the base damage alone gets you what you need. Well, hello. There's a concussion kill. Oh, of course that was a body shot. Why wouldn't it be? If I go up, will you go down?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
God, how was that a body shot? Really? How do you mean a control point tier list? Like list which ones are best? Is that what you mean? Fucking A. God. Please don't melee me. God, it's exactly what he did. How come he doesn't get stuck in his own foam, do you think? You think he's do you think he's rubbed down in some sort of oil? If so, I want to know what kind. If I go up, will you go down? Yep, you will. Why didn't he blow up? Did they really not just count that as a headshot again? They didn't. It's pretty incredible. That's why determined has to exist in the game. You can't take it away. There's a lot of BS. I know what I saw, man. See that? Not a headshot. 2 in a row. They insisted it was a hand shot. Gotta aim high. Yeah, control points are pretty cool for farm materials. That was a miss. Love that that turret is wailing on me from very far away. It's accurate as shit. Okay, let's finish it. Yeah, I don't like fighting the hyenas. Rikers are kind of... Rikers can be kind of easy. I mean, all of it depends on your build, right? Rikers aren't as bad, but they do send those heavy dudes with the football helmets a lot. And they're kind of annoying. But their shield guys... Oh, I'm glitched. Great. The shield guys are actually really easy with determined because you can shoot their shield. And it'll kill them with determined. That makes them that makes that nice. Yeah, that's a good point, Megan. Like the crash point, it depends on your build also. If you're a sniper, it's an amazing control point because you got clear line of sight. If you're not a sniper, then it sucks because they got clear line of sight on you too. So, yeah, totally. Little things like that, you know. A big thing for me too is access. So like, you know, how far away something is in case you die and you have to respawn there. That can be annoying too. Why is my chest purple? When did that happen? Honestly, what happened there? I don't even have a skin on. Oh, I guess I do. When did that happen? What was somebody had a question? I was trying to read it earlier. I was having a hard time. Larry's. Do you know if you've done LMG builds? Have you ever did one based on Division 1's Lone Star? I don't know. So probably not, Larry, because I left the Division 1 before they came out with gear sets. So I have very little knowledge in gear sets. I think. I mean, I may have experienced some, but it was so long ago, I don't remember them. But for the most part, I left before the DLC. and I enjoyed the Division 1. I did. I got bored after a while. And then I think with the game that I ended up investing time in was Battlefield 4 at that time. And I stuck with that one for a long time. And then I stopped playing it for the Division 2 and just work and stuff. And then the Division 2, what happened there? Kind of got a little bit stale too, if I remember. And then Warlords in New York came out, and then I came back. That was the only break I took from the Division 2. In that small little period in the beginning. So I think you are going to want to run the Nemesis if you can with this, because for bosses. But let's see what we got. So it's going to take 2 shots at first, but this does work out to be pretty consistent. See if we can actually get a fucking headshot on him. I feel like we were getting robbed earlier, right? Which is why I do like the Regulus, because of how cool of an exotic it is. But I kind of think in a position like the D50 with Determined is a better weapon. Honestly, just from a consistency standpoint. I really want to know the position from other games. If you guys have any feedback on this, I'd love to hear it. And hands in front of the face. You know, I haven't had the time to research it, but when the hand is in front of the face, how are other games, you know, from ADSing, because they're ADSing, how are other games treating that? You know, a headshot, body shot, you know, because they have hitboxes in a lot of games, and I'm curious. Because I feel like in like X Defiant and Call of Duty, I don't have that issue. Obviously, those are different games, but I think it's one of the reasons why our, how do you say, sniper builds aren't renowned in the Division 2, right? There was a not until Determined and Hotshot came out where sniper builds more of a thing. Before that, not people's favorite. God damn it. And I feel like, I mean, I feel like a lot of it, like, why is sniping so hard in the Division 2, really? You know? And I feel like that's a big part of it. I literally feel like the hardest thing, besides their crazy movements, is their hands in front of their face. For some reason, it consumes so much of their hitbox or their head. But there's a lot of shots I won't take. It's like, okay, here, I gotta wait for him to get off the stairs. Because I know the risk of this shot from my experience. Like, elevation in this game has never been really that easy to adapt to from one-shot kill builds. So when they're going down stairs or ramps or whatever, I'll notice a lot of my misses are on those situations. And then, obviously, when they're doing the crab walk, it's just impossible to land a headshot. We all know the crab walk. See, so she's on uneven terrain. You see all those little micro movements she was making? She was stepping on these rocks and stuff like that. So that makes it really easy to accidentally shoot the hand. And I feel like I feel like in other games, that accidentally shooting a hand ends up being a headshot in many cases. But generally, I just aim high. Otherwise, that was a hand shot right there. And that's the uneven terrain thing right there. You see that bump? You know, games have aim assist to assist with those little details, which is why it's not as apparent. I have aim assist turned off, but it'd be nice to be able to, I guess, adjust our level of aim assist instead of just having it on and off. So yeah, PC players can do everything a little bit faster. That's true with the mouse. Did we do it? I guess so. So now if we take the same build and if we flop it over to this one, so we're gonna get the amp damage. And then what we'll do is use the pistol, the D50 more, and it'll be a major improvement. TuxedoBandido.
Detected from the control point in proximity.
511. True facts. Brooks, they don't know what they're doing over there. They got their heads up their asses, man. Anybody else hear those footsteps? The fuck? They're just, it's just that they do things on their own accord, you know. They just, the problem is that they do things without having an understanding of what the players want. I mean, the reality is that this is the sad part, and I know nobody doesn't like to hear this, but like, I kind of covered this on my annual, so I have an annual video that I do, which is why do people play the Division 2, basically. It's my version of, what do you call it? Should you play the game, you know? Because the answer is just obviously yes. So my perspective is, like, I mean, for me, like, absolutely, I'm gonna recommend you play this game. Honestly, not just because I cover it, but because I love it. So how can I say no, right? You get it? Like, so I think it's kind of ridiculous to do, should you play the Division 2 in 2024? Because obviously, why the fuck am I playing it? You know what I mean? So instead, my twist is like, why do people play the Division 2? Oh, I need to change the chest. This needs to be DNH. Sorry, if we're gonna run pistol, DNH. Anyways, my point is though that I talk about. Hold on, let me kill this lady. Get my groove on. How do I play this build with pistols? Does she have to be inside range? I can't remember. I mean, you see me land that headshot? I wasn't even near his head. I was like a foot away, like 12 inches away in game distances. And they gave me credit for that headshot. Anyways, okay, so we're off to the races now. So we got the buffs. Build a lot easier. It's the same thing as the 1886. The 1886 is just easier to build because the weapon is stronger. So you can add that much more armor. Really? She didn't die? What the fuck? Body shot, of course. The boss, we use the Nemi. Oh, there's no sound on my Nemi though. Takes the fun out of it. Just dude. Might have to have a headshot on here too. Hold on. I feel like that should have been an easy kill.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I forget where I was going with that story though. That video. I was talking about that video. Now I don't remember what I was talking about. Must not have been important, I guess. So for the most part with the pistol, just to ensure consistency, I try to stay within Apex Predator range. And you can still get a shot outside of Apex Predator and get the kill, but not a guarantee. But I think this is the best pistol build in the game. I mean, you could run it with the Regulus, but you see how things are just much faster and easy with the D50. Then at this stage, let's see if we're getting the kill on this dude. Yeah, we are. So 11.2, one-shot kill with your tack. I don't think that was a crit. I think that was good. And then you just switch over to your pistol from there. Just make sure you're inside the Apex Predator for consistency. Yeah, the position the devs are in is like, I mean, the crazy thing is they just can't touch the game without breaking it. I mean, it's that bad. They've completely lost control over the development. So what do you do? And, oh, this is what I was saying. Fuck. Okay, I remember my path here. Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry. Bear with me. Tux is all over the place. So in that last video, I was talking about where I said, why do people still play this old game, right? And one of the things I talked about was like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. You know, old statement, right? But one of the guy that was kind of commentating, and I was doing a what do you call it, sort of a reaction to, the guy was talking about like Mario Kart and how there's like 8, you know, Mario Kart number 8 or whatever, and they're all the same, right? Very little changes. Fundamentals of the game is the same. And what I was saying is about the Division 2, which players would hate to admit, but the truth is, if they just kept feeding us the same thing and over again, we would eat it and we would stay and we would probably fucking enjoy it, you know? But the more they go off on the tangent is the more we end up disliking what they're providing, and the more the game is just out there, right? With like Descent and stuff like that. But my point is like, what if they just kept releasing DLCs? What if it was just another DLC? We pay for it, you know, $20, whatever. And it's an expanded map with more legendary missions, more control points, you know, a different faction, and we get more gear and we get more, what do you call it? More exotic weapons, you know what I mean? Would you be happy or would you be sad? The reality is like, we'd probably be happy, you know? God damn it, the phone. And the reason why is because that's the formula that we bought into. That's what we love about the game. And so although we always ask for this stuff like, what do you call it? Like survival mode, or give us a new game mode or something like that. The results of that are going to be hit or miss naturally. You know, there's just some basic things that we love about this game, and as long as those things don't change, then we're gonna be fairly happy. You know, happy enough to keep playing. We got a stable and consistent experience. Just give the players what they want, what we love. There we go. Finally got that headshot. You know. Oh God, I keep landing that fucking body twitch thing on the body. Those twitches are keep getting me to miss. Standing right in front of the dude and missing. And so, yeah, I mean, so that's the sad reality is like all they have to, I mean, it's an easy formula. You want to keep the Division 2 player base strong? Just keep giving us the same shit. It's not hard. Don't reinvent the wheel here. You know, give us, these are just simple ideas, okay? I'm not right or wrong here, but just like, what do you call it? What is this? Camp White Oak. Turn it into a legendary stronghold. Easy. Easy. You know? It gives us more to do. It buys the game enough time to get to Division 3, you know? Repurpose the incursion into something, you know? Whatever. Something basic that we already know we love. Take the summit, don't change anything except give us a shitload more XP. That's it, that easy. Now we got an XP farm, a real one. You know, and it's just like, oh, but I want new game modes. I know we think we do, and we do to a degree, but that's when it stops becoming the Division 2 by reputation, you know, by experience, by history. You know, that's where the game ends up breaking. That's where we end up getting these game modes that nobody plays, because we don't really want that, you know. It ends up being an entirely different game than what we signed up for. You know, like Descent, you know, it ends up being it's not really the same game in there. There's elements of the same. You do get builds, but when we invest in builds, we're not talking about we just want to run a build one time, right? We want this to be our character's long-term, who he is, his identity is his build. And so when you go into the Descent mode, this character doesn't have an identity. It's a simulation. Obviously, that's what it's intended to be, and that's what the experience is. But we didn't want a simulation. We want a role play that goes beyond 5 minutes. You know? God, why won't he fucking die? I hit him like 10 times. And so, yeah, some of us have fun, some of us hate it, but the core of the game doesn't like it. And that's who you need to keep an eye on. Not the outliers, not the 5% that love it. You know? You need to look at the 95%. The 80-20 rule, it's not hard, right? See how many misses there were right there? That bugs me.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
And so it sounds boring and it sounds mundane and stale, but the truth is, it's. I think the games and what the industry is seen as the formula for success. I mean, look at Assassin's Creed. I mean, I don't know that game as well as many of you do, but it's just the same shit with a different skin and map. Why don't we do that to the Division 2? Why don't we do Division 2 Washington, D.C., Division 2 New York? And the only thing that changes is the territory and the factions. Obviously, you're going to get different legendary weapons and exotics and all that shit, but you know what I mean? It's still the same basic concept, premise. But seasonal characters is way out there. It is not the Division 2 formula. That's Diablo's formula. Or whatever. But it's so far out there. That's why they're getting all. What do they expect? It is very controversial to go off formula. And then you know what I mean? And then to take it that far out of formula that's crazy, man. It's not just another Descent game mode, you know? It's an entirely different game. So they should expect controversy. And I don't think anybody should be surprised about it, in or out of the community. Be like, yeah, you're rewriting the game. You're going outside of the success formula. What would you expect the community how would you expect them to react? You know? So now the question is, we're there. Now the question is it going to be any fucking good? Right? So you're breaking the formula now, god damn it, it's got to be good, right? And then there's the fundamental reason why they're doing it. But I still don't think that's enough to justify this route, you know? You know, so the fundamental reason meaning like they've lost control of their development capabilities. They don't have them. You know, I mean, just the stupidest patch in the game breaks the game. I mean, God, right? So that's the situation, fine. But is rewriting the game's core concept the real answer? Or could there have been something a little more straightforward? You know? Could there have been something like, hey, we're just going to take your same thing and we're going to introduce legendary to the open world, or we're going to just, and I get that this is some handcrafting and that's not that easy, but I got to imagine that doing this whole thing was requiring some new development from scratch, right? So yeah. But it's its own thing, right? So when they create these characters, they're in their own box. You know, I'm committed to thinking that it's all about coding while they're doing this, their development capabilities, you know? And they're just saying, okay, what can we do to get us to Division 3? What is sustainable to the Division 3? This is what they came up with. And so we have arrived at that point. Now it's just got to be good. But you know, I hate having this conversation, would have, should have, could have, but, you know, the real answer to would have, should have, could have would have been player feedback. That would have been the answer. You know, players, we're going to give you option A or option B. Option B is the seasonal characters, and it's going to come with a high risk. You may not like it. You know, but this is the challenge. The challenge is we can't update the game without breaking it. It's just the reality of the situation. Can we accept it and move on? Okay. So option A is you're not going to have anything super innovative, but we can deliver new content to you in the form of, and I don't know what the form would have been, but something basic, but something like, you know, taking the Pentagon and reworking it, taking Kenley College and reworking it. You know, these things that already exist and just giving it a more replayable structure like we do with District Union Arena. I mean, how many times have we replayed District Union Arena and relatively enjoyed it? You know, I still play it and I still like that mission. Played it a bazillion times. You know, so how can we do that to Camp White Oak? How can we do that to Kenley College? And so some of us might call that boring, but it's just like, hey, would you take that or would you take seasonal characters? Give it to the community to make have some sort of ownership in that decision. And so whatever, I mean, yeah, and there's some pros and cons to pulling feedback from the community that way. It needed to come from a focus group, whether they did that or not, we don't know. They have this panel that they're supposed to be relying on. We don't know if they used it, but the point is they're off the mark and we don't know exactly how they got here. And I just feel like there's an easier path. See, how did that not land? It's a headshot. I get she had, and I can't break that. I can't break that. Look at how much armor we have, even though that happened. So I guess she had Ragers, but the fact that I didn't break Ragers and I've been breaking Ragers the whole time is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, there's something weird with this headshot stuff. Like full Ragers, partial Ragers, there's always been a weird thing with Ragers, you know, where sometimes it won't get the headshot kill and it should. It's like I've been killing full Ragers people the whole time, and this all of a sudden one time somebody's got full Ragers and I don't kill them. And it has to do, in my opinion, with getting multiple kills really close together. So when you got like 5 enemies and you kill one guy, he's got full Rager, put some full Ragers on the next guy, obviously. And then See how many of those shots were missed right there? And then you kill the next guy who's got full ragers, and you kill the next guy who's got full ragers, and you kill the next guy who's got full ragers, and all of a sudden, the last guy doesn't die. And it's sort of like, well, yeah, he's got full ragers too, but they all had full ragers. There's something there. And maybe it's something that I don't understand about ragers. Maybe it's multiplying, but the damage, I don't know. I mean, I'm hitting at 11.4 million. I mean, it only takes 10 million, 9.5 to kill him. So if it is some sort of stacking multiplier, then it's way off, because you're telling me that you just multiplied her from 10 million to something over 11.4. That's crazy, right? That'd be a crazy multiplier. I mean, even group scaling doesn't get that fucking big. But whatever it is, it's been like that for a couple of years. And it's random. It's like...
Supply room access locked. Civilians in distress.
I would love to equip multiple exotics. I see there. At this stage of the game, like, I'll be honest with you, like, I would be totally cool with just simple modifications to existing content, and just, and I know this sounds boring, but just give us really good gear, you know, so that we can have really cool builds and have fun there, you know, and then, you know, modify Roosevelt Island. And so they do that, you know, they did that with the old Manhunt bosses, you know, but they didn't seem really replayable, you know, because I don't know. I mean, does anybody disagree with that? Does anybody go back through and play all the old Manhunts? I've never done that. I've beat the Manhunts and I'm just kind of over it. I'd rather play Legendary. You know, Legendary is I can play Legendaries over and over and over again. It always seems, it never gets old for me, really. I mean, some are better than others, right? But anyways, and so I feel like, and the reason why I'm willing to accept that, just give me more gear and make sure it's good. The reason why I'm willing to accept that is because we know that there's something else coming, and that something else is Division 3. So the question is, what can buy us 2 years? And the DLC, obviously, and the DLC. So, I mean, they just need a stopgap between this and the DLC, and I think they're looking a little beyond that, right? They're saying what's sustainable between now and the Division 3, and that's a valid question, but I think they overshot it. You know, I think they think and so what am I missing here? You know, in this conclusion that I've made, you know, and I think part of it is, well, I think I'm missing the underlying objective of also making the game more casual, right? So that is a very, that has been a goal with these developers for a couple of years now, right? Ever since they basically rejuvenated themselves. Since they came out of their caves.
Reinforcements en route.
I reload after every shot. I'm pretty annoying that way. You know. See you in a minute, boss. Come back. See right there. Hit him at 10.7 and he was still alive, which is kind of interesting. Maybe it's justifiable. That's almost 1 million in increase from that Ragers. That might be right. Yeah, I'm using the D50 with Determined, and I do have a little bit of expertise on mine. I can't remember how much, but the D50 is going to be one of those weapons you should probably invest in. Strongest pistol, good for directives. All that business. Gets down to business. So I kill him 11. He had, I just kind of want to figure it out. And not that there's much to do with it. To cure that random, because it's so random, you just deal with it, you know? So there's 11 million right there, and he had full. So right here, we should probably experience it. So 11.3. And he was out of Apex Predator, so not a good example. Because you'd also expect a little bit of a variation in your consistency when you're outside of Apex. Sorry, bossy. Bellstone's a good thing to be farming, by the way, right now. So yeah, their underlying goal of making the game more casual, where does this resolution fit in? Somewhere there. Would you call seasonal characters more casual? I think you would, right? Because it allows you to jump in. You're always going to be at the same place. So if you leave the game and you come back, and your character's always going to be level 1. So, I mean, I think that's there. But again, I think they overshot the mark, because once you get people into this game, you got them, man. Like, this game hooks people. So why would you want to break that part of the game, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, if you got a formula where that people get addicted to this game because they love it and they love everything about it and the builds, and they're willing to, I mean, man, these guys are really screwing up, right? Because they got a game where people were sitting here, me included, like a bunch of idiots, just saying, well, you know, the game is so good and that we'll play the same season over and over and over again. They were recycling seasons, right? For a straight year or some plus. And so, I mean, that's how good the game is and how shitty other games were. That's part of it too, right? And so, it's got the ability to build a strong player base. Doing this is by over casualizing the game. Let's just say, use those words. Then you're possibly breaking that formula. We don't know for sure because they haven't released, but they might be losing their magic sauce. Yeah, also, you could just use the rifle It's twice as strong as the D50. So as you're creating this build, you could just use the rifle. The rifle's like a long stick D50 in a way. But the reason why I'm wanting to run a pistol build is because I don't have to worry about the reloading ammo hoarders thing. Because I want to run ammo hoarders. And notice our armor hasn't broken in quite a while either. So all this bonus armor is just super helpful. What up, Cam? I mean, they were onto something for a while, right? They were on a decent little roll where the community was pretty happy for a couple of months, you know? We were buying the cosmetics they were putting out. Did we like that last season apparel event? I don't remember. I think we did, right? That was the military one. The sniper, sewer rat, and all that. Oh, she did not like. She got deleted. Shit. How did that not kill? I think I killed too many red guys. That can happen too. That might be the problem too. Kill too many red guys. So Headhunter works weird, man. Like, it updates your damage every 2 kills. And we figured that out a while back when we were trying to figure out how Determined worked. It might not be Determined that does that, actually. I mean, sorry, Headhunter that does that. It might be Determined that does that, now that I remember. Determined is every 2 kills. It updates your damage figure. I think Headhunter is really stable. I think it's Determined that changes. Oh, you survived that. Now I gotta fix my armor. Damn it, you! I think, I mean, where does what do you call it? The monetization system come into play with making the game more casual, you know? Because that's another way to make the game less grindy. And some people call that pay to play. I don't know where I stand on that, you know? Pay to win, I mean. By, you know, being able to purchase a pack of like 20 exotic components with real money, as an example. You know, is that pay to win? Because you can spend that on expertise? Probably. Actually. But that's a way, there's something there, I think, to make the game more casual by letting us spend money on something. And then everybody kind of wins in a way. They're making money, and then we're able to bypass a system or two. Double XP passes would be helpful. Something. Yeah, expertise did break a lot of things in the game, actually. The fact that they had to nerf it 3 times was a good sign, huh? Yeah, the key skips are like, yeah. That's always a thing in every battle pass, so they didn't modernize it that way. It just never seems worth it. Somebody's still alive out there. I hate that my nemesis is silent. Yeah, they need things like that, right? Like, they need packs. It's easy. Just go cosmetic, man. Fuck. You know what I mean? The hunter pack, and you get all these cool hunter masks, you know? And then you get a hunter skin that you can apply, you know? Something like that. Fucking, it's hard to be controversial with that, you know? And then keep doing those bundles, those one-time deals. Man, that's an easy thing to do. Just keep doing it. It's their frequency that's really off. They've had some winning ideas and then they just stopped doing it. I'm not playing with spiders today, Cam. Just for you. What up, Reek? You're new to the division. Welcome. Okay, I think I'm ready to change this up. Let's see if I have the stuff to... Gotta reset the map anyways. Yeah, the implementation thing is partly because of their small team and remoteness. Because they're using the team in, where is it? Armenia, is that right? Yeah, the buying in game thing would be tough though. The buying, that's the pay to win direct, right? So the problem with buying the Ouroboros straight up would be like, you know, in the dark zone, some people would have it and some people wouldn't, but it's money that would make the difference. And that means the poor are always losing, the rich are always winning. I guess.
Hostile control point nearby.
Where is my... See, so if we run this with hold on a second, I want to look at something. What if we ran a Brazos? So you get 15% ammo there, and then we'd have to run 3-piece Brazos. That consumes 4 pieces. I want to get a really big mag on this, but still leave it, still leave the opportunity for true Patriot. So I mean, 15% isn't bad. That pushes us to 80 rounds, and then true Patriot gives us how much does True Patriot give us? I mean, True Patriot's also pushing this, so that might be enough. True Patriot, where are you? Well, you can't craft it. So there's that. So if I ran this and I ran True Patriot this, True Patriot that, and that would force me to run the True Patriot backpack, which kind of sucks. It's not the worst backpack in the world, but I don't want to run the True Patriot chest. I don't like that chest. But I'm trying to... I would want to run the bonus armor to my team chest piece, which is Vanguard. And then having a bigger mag with bigger shock could give us more galvanized, but the only way to do that would be to... well, it'd be impossible, because then I wouldn't be able to run this, and then we end up with the same build. Well, hey, actually, wait a minute. What if I ran regular galvanized and ran the Zoo chest piece, like this one? But perfect galvanized is pretty damn nice, but we don't really need status effects. What would be better than galvanized on the backpack for team? Using the assault rifle. Nothing really. I mean, we got Creeping Death, Wicked, Adrenaline Rush. We got shit. And Ninja doesn't buy us anything back there. Let's put it on just for looksies. If I did that, I would gain rifle damage, which I hate. So then we lose the opportunity there. But I do pick up the double Brazos situation. So I could run double Brazos. And then still keep my 3 pieces True Patriot. And then that would get us a really big mag. Lots of shock ammo. It wouldn't be bad. And so the build would be a Brazos with the shield skill. Talent. What do we call that? Vanguard. So let me see if I have a better version. Brazos, armor, tag team. We turn our assault rifle into an LMG. And then I would run armor everywhere. And then the other Brazos would have to be down here, and this would give us our bigger mag. Like that. And then that right there is 115. And then we run the 3 pieces of True Patriot, and we are marking fools. This could be cool. Let's do it. Let's go get our True Patriot. Yeah, on this big assault rifle mag, it's really good. What up, Biko? I didn't see you sneaking in there. Right on, Jay. Yeah, I like that merciless build. The only thing I wish we had, I just wish we had more diversity in chest talents for rifles. It'd be nice to have another option besides glass cannon. It worked great, but wouldn't it be nice if we had something else for rifles? I mean, it'd be really cool if we were able to get the Eagle's Grasp in here somehow with True Patriot. I mean, if we were willing to lose the buff, if True Patriot, we could. And just take the big mag and shock. Where's my True Patriot gear? Maybe I don't have any True Patriot anymore. Oh, well, that's annoying. Oh, it's because I'm in my stash. All right, that makes sense. Never mind. Okay, there. And then we'll need this one. Yeah. And then we'll need this one. Just in case. And then, did I already take the gloves? I don't remember now. No. That, and then let's take the backpack just in case. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. But if we can get the Eagle's Grasp and pick up that 15% also, that would be cool. But the only way to do that is to lose the amp damage into team buffs. But if we wanted to just give our team bonus armor and say, hey, that's your buff, enjoy it, and then roll the rest into our mag size for the sake of shocking the shit out of a bunch of people, I don't know. Probably not worth it, but it's an interesting idea. So for example, if we run True Patriot here, and then True Patriot here, that gives our mag size 136. Well, that's with this. Yeah. But obviously we don't want the rifle damage. That irritates me. I'm kind of picky about my... Oops, wrong one. That one. That pushes us to 126. So yeah, that's worth it. It's not worth it to get that little bit from the grasp. So let's just take that. And then from here, we'd want probably crits everywhere. Yeah. It's one of my favorite builds, actually. It's pretty fun to run for teams. And then we'd want the shield. What would we run for specialization? I mean, we can go gunner. What up, Ronin? We could also go survivalist. Probably not sharpshooter. Well, we could also run, I mean, we got 2 skill tiers. Technician, actually, I think would be pretty sick. Get that 3rd skill tier and then the Artificer Hive. Yeah. And then let's make sure we have assault rifles. That'll make our shield stronger. So the only thing is we don't have personal heals here, which is kind of shitty. So we'd be relying on armor kits. But we'd have a pretty darn strong shield. So let's go try it. What do we got legendary wise? Anybody want to run Tidal Basin? I'll turn off directives, of course. Don't you worry. But this would be a good build for Tidal Basin. Give people some bonus armor. Palisades too, so it's a good one. Yeah, I need a body. I need bodies. Oh yeah, the team damage. That's not a bad idea. I mean, the firewall shield is a good point. It'll be interesting because, you know, I don't normally go running around like I'm a tank build because they're just gonna break it. They're gonna launch grenades at you, you know. But it is nice to have that extra skill tier, but I really don't need it because I'm already running 6+1. So yeah, that doesn't make sense. I think firewall is better. The thing is, how close can we get? That's, you know, there's a little reality check on that, right? But either way, there's just unless you're running the bulwark shield, it's just unrealistic to think you can go out there with any shield and artificer or not and survive it, you know, unless you're hiding, and then at that point it's like, why? So I think this is smarter, but we're still going to be playing from cover a lot. So this will be just for more realities. Okay. So Danny, are you on Xbox? Jay, what's your Xbox code? Gamer tag. The only thing I caution is if you do want to run the merciless, which is great, but Tidal Base, it's pretty painful on the explosive side. So glass cannon may not be your friend. Oh yeah, we're not unfortunately cross platform, sadly. Yeah, I need more.
You have been promoted to group leader. Another agent is now in your group. Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
All right, I think I got that to work. Zephyr, maybe as a backup. Biko, I'm playing all of them, actually. I'm about 2 hours in, so this would be, I think, last season. So this must be volume 13. Oh, actually, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It must be volume 13, I think. I think I got that right, Jay. Should have an invite. Yeah, Ronan, it's a version of our what do we call it? Wingman build. It's a Big Mag Wingman build. Yeah, that's right. Barenberg, you might be the only Elmo's hater. I love that assault rifle. Oh, there you are. All right, here we go.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
So, Beta, let me just see if you're looking at running. You're not running glass cannon. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, if you're running glass cannon, play it defensively. All right, let's do it. Look at that mag. It's a fucking LMG. Woo! Trying to use all that fancy shock ammo. See, our downside is we don't have super strong heals, but we got super strong defense. Look at that mag though, man. That's an LMG St. Elmo's, and I like it. Because your goal is to buff the team, so get out that status effects to as many people as you can. And also to mark. Trying to blow us up, man. I got him. Oh, he's up. Good job. Good job. All right, so this next room can be quite tough. So we got to take the healer station guy out first, and then the stupid drone operators. And then comes the medics. Good job, George. Took out that drone operator, which was awesome. Go gorgeous. LMG. Comes the Chungas. Dynamic duo. Go Grumpy. Good job, boys. That's a tough room. Not gonna lie, that's a tough room. Honestly. I mean, sometimes you can go through it and it seems really easy, and then sometimes you can really struggle here, right? Like, have you ever been in that spot where you do this same room like 3 times? I mean, I've run with teams here where we can't get through this sometimes. Just have those pain in the ass days. So it's always in the good sign when you get through that nice and easy. Brooks! Sarah, what's up?
That's my boy!
Fucking stupid thing. Drones. Palisades is a good map, huh? Good targeted loot.
Wonder what that unlocks. Keep an eye on it.
Costas. Hey, Zephyr. I'm playing. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Well, Monday night. I get you. Can't get to that sniper. We did it. Oh, Tux down. Random ass explosions. Dragon. Oh, dragon. Random ass explosion. That's bullshit, man. I saw that. That's what happened to me earlier. Every now and again, those explosions will one-shot you. It's bullshit. Especially when you're a tank. Here's a Godworld mod if somebody needs it. Actually pretty good for PvP. Yeah, here comes the fun part. Gorgeous George must be using his TDI card. I see him using a pistol a lot. There's a distinct tink tink sound to it. Ronan, just run armor everywhere and intimidate chest piece talent. That's all you need. All right, we ready to jump? Let's do it. Don't worry about it, man. Careful about that little spot, though. They love to throw grenades back here. We got a jammed door over here. Back door, back door. Gotta get to that medic. Shit. Ah, stupid drone. Another helicopter, another one. Can you believe it? Fucking medic. Fuck. Ah, I'm getting shot over. Oh, fuck. Got out surrounded. Oh, he's still alive, that medic. He's fast at getting people up, too. You see how fast he gets people up? One hit with this little thing gets people awake. He's dangerous. The gold medics are so dangerous. Thank you, sir. I've had runs where we'd be kicking butt and we had the whole thing under control, and at the last second we get overrun because there's one gold medic out there just picking everybody up. That was the hardest room, really. The next hard spot is the entrance to the hovercraft. Hover. Ooh, look at that ACR. All right, let's do it. I like this mission. It's hard, and I appreciate the challenge, you know? The medics are worse, definitely. Because they keep getting up the drone operators. But I'm with you. I'm with you. And the gold drone operator, god damn it, that random explosive always gets me. Just this random ass explosive that like breaks my shield. It's bullshit. I mean, look at all these fucking explosives. Jesus H. The H stands for holy, if you didn't pick that up. Jesus H Christ! Jesus Christ! Broke my shield again with this random fucking explosive. It's so annoying. Logi's overrun behind us. Fucking goddamn explosives in my back are not helping.
Medical assistance needed. Serious trauma detected.
Damn it. There's too much going on.
Agent down.
We're surrounded.
Agent vital signs 0.
I'm awake. Thank you.
Immediate medical assistance.
Fuck, look at that shit. I might actually trade this out for the catharsis, now I think about it.
Agent down.
They're throwing every explosive at you, Fatal. I see you, but they're throwing every explosive they got at you. They're not letting me pick you up. They know. They're super smart that way. I mean, there's so many explosives on the field. It's insane. It's good job getting them up, guys. That was pretty intense for a second. These explosives are being ridiculous.
An agent needs assistance.
Fuck. Fuck, I think I'm being somebody from the back. Yeah, I did. There's a busy medic up there, isn't he? That's where all these guys are come from. A fucking medic. There's always one asshole, that's what I say. And it's a fact. I can see you, Acolyte. Yeah, that medic was nasty. Those explosions are really annoying. I feel the pinch on those, you know? All right, here we go. Fucking explosives are so annoying, man. You sitting here kicking butt and a random explosion just comes hitting you, huh? Rushers. You get it down, he did, didn't he? Little fucker. You suck, man. Fucking had that dude. How you doing? Oh my God, I would love that, Biko. Oh shit! That guy came from behind me. I didn't expect that. Bad time to be reloading. Good clear, good clear. Did not expect that last wave. I forgot about it. Part of me wonders if, because I have such a strong shield, if I would be better with the catharsis and then the team picks up some of that catharsis too. But I do like the big mag because on these super tanky guys, it gives me the ability to mark a lot of them. And they have to change colors, right? Red, blue, green. Or red, white, and blue. Whatever color our American flag is. Socio, thanks for that, man.
If you know what's good for you, you'll hit that like, subscribe, and then join the channel.
All right, here comes the doggone hard phase. Oh, Alkalite, thanks, man.
Ha! That's my boy!
Appreciate it, man. Wait till you see tomorrow morning's video. Oh, boy. Setting the dev straight. Tune in tomorrow morning. In a constructive way. Say no heals. No heals. See what we can do with bonus armor. So Tito wishes he could be a real boy. He's sort of like a Pinocchio gone bad. He loves gaming. He's into conspiracies. Shit, that's snipe. So I'm trying to get everybody to their full flags. Get out of our house! Fucking drones, man. Fuck. I need more armor kits. Those drones are the bitch. See? They keep attacking me. Damn you, drones. Get an armor kit.
System reactivated.
Left flank, Grenadier. Fucking goddamn drones out of nowhere. God, they're so annoying. I changed my mind, Sarah. It's the drones. It's just bullshit because they can't see me, you know? I mean, how smart is that tech? Be careful how far you go out there, Fatal, because you're about to get surrounded. God, I put my shield away and I still got it fucking broke. Timing. Waiting for my shield to pop. Incoming. Suck on this. Medic in the field. He's taking it like a champ, too. He did not want me to kill that medic, apparently, huh? Fuck. Try to heal up. Incoming! Ooh, I just fucking... Medkits, look at that. We're full! Grenadiers are horrible, man. I gotta tell you, they're launching grenades from like across the map that are curving and tracking you down. It's so bullshit. Perfect accuracy and shit. Look at this guy. Fuck you, dude. And he's hitting multiple targets with a single grenade. Just out in the open, feeling all confident. Unlimited grenades. Who gave that guy 3 grenades? Triple grenade. Thank God it's not a 5 grenade launcher though, huh? Could be worse. Grumpy is over there being a one-man army.
An agent needs assistance.
Get any ammo, I'm coming back. Fuck. It's crazy that your biggest threat is not a chunga, but instead it's like some sort of random explosive, right? Just so random. And it sucks that we lost our status effects too, I gotta say. I mean, like, I have 100 rounds of all this fucking ammo.
Serious trauma detected. Agent
Let's go down again. Yep, there it is. Fuck. We need a trophy system. What up, Javier? It's so sad what they did to our status effects. I mean, I got 100 and something rounds of status effects, shock ammo, and not one bullet. I mean, the first one shocks him, and then the other 150 rounds don't. That's such a, they cheated us, man. They cheated us. You know why they cheated us, too? Fucking PvP. You know what I mean? That's why they cheated us. So I got the same ammo with, how many rounds does it have? 127? GG's, good job, guys. 127 rounds of shock ammo, and only the first round of shock on a chunga, and then the other 126 rounds are not going to shock him. That is bullshit. You know? They totally cheated us. And because of PvP, because to make status effects better for PvP. Nobody fucking plays PvP. Sorry if you do, but you're a minority. That's always a tough fight. All right, let's see where we're at. 69 kills. Not bad, not bad. Gorgeous George, Loki, Fatal. Good job, guys. Kind of like that bloodsucker. Yeah, I just, especially when PvP is like just as shitty as before the change, right? Yeah, good point. Like, it didn't help anything. Let's see here. We can run another one if you guys want to. I'm thinking about changing. I want to try out the mask. I want to try it with Because our shield is so strong, it actually stays up quite a bit, and it's invulnerable for a while too. And since we're using the shield so much to give bonus armor, I'm wondering if the heals would be cool. I'm talking about Catharsis. Because we also don't have heals, so our team would benefit from that, and we would benefit from it. Which legendary do you guys want to do? Any of them? DUA, or you want to do something different, like Roosevelt? I don't care. Or we can even do the zoo, which kind of sucks. The zoo's like the worst one. Does anybody guys agree with that? So if we do this, I'd probably end up running the... Well, actually, I'd get rid of Brazos. We could keep 2 Brazos, but we don't really need to. So what I would do is... Probably not. Let's do not DUA. Let's do Roosevelt, I guess. Let's try that. So I could run a Cheska, Palisades, or we could run a Perfect Chest, and then hold on a sec. This will just take a second. So we're going to put True Patriot there, and then we'll put more crit chance, something. What up, kids? The dude does suck. It sucks. Let's just admit it, right? All right, so that's what the build will look like. Let's see where our crits are at. 47, 113. So let's put on a little bit more. And so then we'll give our team heals. We'll take heals too. We did all right without having any heals, but we should do better now. Because it's the shield Catharsis combo that I'm after. So our shield takes so much damage that we're always farting green clouds of smoke. Like Cheech and Chong. Yeah, you know which one's better, though, is actually Roosevelt Island with headshot builds, I feel like. Let me just open my apparel, see what we get, and then we'll go. So we got some sort of chest piece. I think it's the medic chest piece. And we got that thing. So, except, let's look at the other one. Oops. So contents, and then we got this one, I guess. Yeah, that could be a good one. Doesn't let me wear it, though. We gotta get out of here to do it. Is it a skin, or is it a... It is. Okay, we'll take that one, because we're kind of a medic tank. All right. Let's go. The opening scene here is kind of a pain in the ass. Just because of the way it spreads out with the drone operators. The opening scene here is basically like the end scene over in Tidal. Appreciate that, kids. Yeah, I'm just testing right now anyways. Testing some wingman builds, going back to a True Patriot, which is one of my favorites, and just seeing if I can give a different look for people. Go ahead and start. All right, let's do it.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
So we got 92, which is still a respectable mag, right? Now we're gonna have heals. Yeah, I think the bonus armor did what it needed to do. It, you know, it is what it is, right? But I'm wondering, like, what other added value we can bring with the build. Obviously, we got the amplified damage and that kind of thing, but Galvanize was pretty damn nice, wasn't it? When it was kicking in, just that double bonus armor thing. When I'm not popping my shield, it kicking in. So the problem with the Catharsis is that it's zonal. So we kind of got to be in range to benefit from it. And we don't have to use this gun either. I mean, we could use... I don't have another one with me, but... anything that makes marking easier. And it has to work with the shield. Is it money? Have you been going into Countdown? I feel like it shouldn't be that hard anymore. I mean, for what Countdown is. All right, let's go, boys. Let's kick it off. All the fucking explosives in the whole fucking world. Hit those explosions with your heels. I mean, explosions break your shield is what I meant to say. Don't let those drone ladies back up. See, they keep getting them back up. It's fucking bullshit. Gotta get to those medics. Shooting around corners, huh, you fucks? Oh, what was that? How did I even die? Yeah, we're toast. Yeah, restart. It won't let me restart. Because I can't go to the map. Go restart the mission, Fatal.
An agent needs assistance. You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
All right, let's try that again. Whoa, somebody behind us. My shield's broken. I'm glitched. I can't pop my shield. I'm glitched. I'm hitting my shield 100 times. 1,000 times. I can't pop my shield. The whole point of the build is a shield, so it's sort of an issue. Not being able to open it. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if I can restart it.
Vital signs critical.
Won't let me. There's no option. Fuck.
Agent vital signs 0.
Restart it, Fatal. Look at the drones coming in.
You've got your objective.
There we
Don't
go.
let anything stand in your way.
See if I can pop my shield now. Now I can. All right.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Yeah, your shield's tough. It's tough with all those drones, man. They just... One drone will break your shield with max armor. It can. Sometimes it'll take 2. That's all drones right there. The drone's taking people down. And there's just so many of them, right? See if I can get up in there. Got a drone knocking me off my ass. God. Can we see how fast they move too? I mean, that guy was so fast. Look at him. Look at him. When I shoot at him, he moves faster. It's not supposed to be a thing, is it? Yeah, I'm not gonna let this happen. Too many explosives out there. It's insane. It's insane. Some of the things that are weird at this game is like how the enemies have multiple speeds. You ever notice that? And you can't prove it. So it's nothing, it makes it difficult to complain about, but it's gotta be a thing, right? You ever notice that? They're running and they're already really fast. They're like, man, I wish I could run that fast. And then you shoot at them and it looks like they kick it into a higher gear. You're like, well, he just ran faster. I honestly think, like, I have a deep suspicion that their speed is tied to your RPMs. And the reason why I think that is because of, we don't have to do this, guys. It's cool. It's cool. Let's get out of here. The reason why I think that it's like that is because, like, when you play Golden Bullet, if you notice when you get through Golden Bullet, they all seem faster, even faster than fast, you know? And it's like, I just call me Conspiracy Joe, Conspiracy Theory Joe, but I just feel it, you know? Yeah, and even when they run under bleed, right? Good point. Didn't even think that. Did you, Grumpy? Yeah, it's all good. I'm kind of annoyed anyways. Not by you guys, just the stupid explosives. It's a little ridiculous, you know? Obviously there's answers, but when you have a build and you want to test it and all that. But all right, folks, well, I'm going to call it a night. Appreciate you guys hanging with me here, and thank you everybody who ran the legendaries. Tidal Basin was a tough one, and we crushed it. So there's this build, and I like the last one we ran too, but I gotta say that it's really hard to top Galvanize on this setup, which is our original build. So on the original build, we're running the True Patriot mask and Galvanize in the backpack, and that's really hard to beat. Really hard to beat. So even though we can make variations, I don't know if it's actually worth it. Because that one is just too good. Too good. All right, folks. Well, I will catch you tomorrow. Remember, we got a big video in the morning, and then I'm going to be working on build videos for Monday. And then Tuesday's first Descendant launch, which means I'm probably not going to do Division 2 on Tuesday. And I think we have a global event hitting, right? Guardians? Yeah, Guardians. So we will be playing Guardians, but I'll probably put it off to like Wednesday, Thursday. All right, folks. I will catch you on the other side. Have a good night.